How's it going, guys? Dave from Revocation here again at Guitar World. Today I wanted to talk about some technique stuff. Maybe some of you guys are familiar with sweeping, maybe some of you guys are familiar with tapping. I want to combine the two and do some sweep tapping exercises. They look cool, they sound cool, and they're good for technique building, so let's check it out. So the first shape I'm going to be working with is going to be an E minor 7 shape. And the pattern I'm using is 2-1-2-1. And what I mean by that is I'm doing 2 notes per string, and then 1 note per string. And back to 2 notes, and then 1, and then finishing off with 2 notes. So, and I'm doing that all with a sweep picking motion. So I'm downstroke, hammer on, down, down, hammer on, down, down, hammer on. So, is my first part of my phrase here. So now when I get to the top part of my phrase, I've got my pinky on the 10th fret, I'm going to now tap on the 12th fret, tap, pull off, pull off. So I'm descending down my E minor 7 arpeggio, just like that. Now I'm going to be skipping over the B string, and now tapping on 12th fret on my G string, and I'm going to be pulling off in the same manner. So I have... And then I'm skipping the D string and tapping on my A string on the 14th fret and pulling off. So I have this. So the whole thing would be just like that. The sweep and then tapping down. Now it's still giving you an arpeggiated sound, but it's sort of mixing it up. You're getting the sound of the sweep and the sound of the tap. So just in one lick, you're getting 2 different sounds. Now, if the 5-string sweep seems a little too daunting at first, just break it down to a smaller chunk. So you could just use the top 3 strings and do like, where I'm going up a fragment of the arpeggio, but I'm still keeping the sweep motion and the tap motion the same. Now what you could do is just alter one note with what your left hand is doing, what your fretting hand is doing. So in this case, if I'm doing E minor 7, I could do E minor 7 flat 5. I would just be taking, flatting this 5th here, and instead of playing my perfect 5th here, doing a flat 5 there. So I have to change it on my left hand, on the D string, and on the high E string, and also on my tapping hand. I'd have to go from the perfect 5th here, which is the 14th fret, to the 13th fret. So I have... You could go back and forth between both of those. So have like a minor 7 flat 5 going to a minor 7. So instead of changing the chord type from E minor 7 flat 5 to E minor 7, you could just keep the same shape and move it around the different keys. So E minor 7, F minor 7, and E flat minor 7. So the trickiest part about this lick is going from the picking aspect of it to the tapping aspect of it. So the beginning of it, where I'm throwing in my tap, that can be a little tricky to transfer over, and also on the way back down, or I have to tap, pull off, and then come right back with the pick. So that's just something to just work it out slow.